Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Retake.
Guess what, guys? Coronavirus! Step into the dance like a bad bee. Gingerbread man couldn't catch me. Coming from the east side, not Hackney. Up in every spotlight at me.
This video is going to be a little different from what I usually do. As you can see, I'm eating. This is food from Texas Roadhouse. Which, judging by the title, some of y'all are going to be like, you went to a restaurant and you sick? They have a window. I picked up my food from the window. Oh, I caught the Rona. And this video is to tell y'all how I caught the Rona. Well, my story anyways. So, I'm really not sure, exactly where or how I caught it. I live in Cali. Like a lot of other places, restaurants are open, but you gotta sit outside. It's open air. You gotta wear your mask when you transit back and forth. You can only have your mask off when you're sitting down. Mask, sanitize, the whole shebang. They follow all those rules, and then they don't go over capacity at most of these places. I don't really do much else. My work schedule is pretty chill. I go to the grocery store, stuff like that. Ain't been going to the gym because I injured my knees. Because I decided I wanted to be Megan Thee Stallion after I had a really intense leg day. And then I couldn't bend my knees for a whole week. So all I know is it started on a Tuesday, innit? Did a photo shoot for my hair brand that I'll be launching soon. It's called Zanzibar Hair Company. I'll leave a link for the page. And this is one of the wigs. This video is not about that though. So, doing my photo shoot and video shoot, and I didn't really sleep well the night before because I scheduled with a stylist who I've gone to before, and I just thought she was freaking amazing. She did my hair for my 30th birthday. I will insert a picture. So anyways, scheduled with her like a month and a half in advance. Literally the day before I was supposed to get my hair done. She's not responding to my Instagrams, but it's just my Instagrams. I sound old. She's not responding to my DM, but it says, ooh, active 5 minutes ago, active 30 seconds ago. No response to my messages. She's not even opening them. She don't respond to my phone calls. She don't respond to my texts. So at this point, I'm on pins and needles because the studio is booked. I already paid for it. I already paid the photographer. And I already got the makeup artist. And it's like, what am I going to do about my hair? So I did not go to sleep. I had so much anxiety. But at like 5:30 in the morning, I went on the Black San Diego page and I hit up, I made a post like, hey guys, I had an emergency. Can someone do my hair? Stylist is not answering. So a lot of great stylists hit me back. And this one guy, he hit me first. His brand name is Hair by Shad. I will tag him below as well. He's the one who did this install that I have in my hair right now. Okay? Lifesaver. If it wasn't for him, I would have been looking like an electrocuted squirrel for my photo shoot. So, yeah. Thanks to him. Anyway, so I went to him, got my hair done. I was really tired, but I figured I was tired because I did not sleep at all the night before. And then on top of that, I was anxious all day because my anxiety level was just high because I had to find the stylist at the last minute. So I just been on like alert, like, okay, I gotta get my hair done. Then I gotta grocery shop before the election because I don't know if it's gonna be a civil war. And then And then I gotta go get my makeup done. And then freaking out in my head, I'm like, literally was hyperventilating in the car at one point because my chest just felt like a fist. But everything turned out well. I mean, he did an amazing job on my hair, and I was so happy because it was spur of the moment. It was last minute. And I was so grateful that he took me in. Makeup artist, she was on point. She did a great job. I'll insert some pictures from that day. Anyways, makeup artist did a great job. Went to the video shoot. Well, the pictures were great. The photographer and me were really like on the same page. She was like, yes, you know, knocking them out. Then all of a sudden, toward the end of the shoot, I started to feel a lot of pain in my body. But I thought it was just because I was holding some poses for, you know, I'm sure some of y'all done photo shoots before. You gotta hold a certain pose for a while. It's like yoga. It's like photography yoga. Like, you gotta hold a certain pose, you know, because it'll be like, that's the pose right there. Keep that face in that pose. And you just snap a lot. So I'm like, oh, my neck and my back. You know, body started hurting, and I'm just like, oh, damn, I'm getting tired. My body hurt. But I thought it was because I didn't get no sleep. Because when I don't get sleep for a certain amount of time, I start to feel pain in my body. So, left the shoot, went to see my friend that lived downtown, just to say what's up to her. And, you know, we were going to do some people watching from her rooftop because people was wilding out the day before the election. And my actual photo shoot was on election day. So, we was going to do some people watching, be like, you know, are people about to start a riot or something today? But when I got to her place, I was like, girl, I just feel like I need some hot soup. Like, something ain't feeling right. So, but she had some noodles, so I ate some noodles. And, went to the rooftop, hang out with her friends. I was drinking a little Gatorade, and her friends were so funny, and they were so cool. It was my first time meeting them, and they wanted me to stay and, like, turn up with them. But I was just like, I gotta go. I got to go. I feel like I got hit by a bus. Gotta go. So, I was so tired when I was driving, and when I got home, I didn't even make it out my car. I parked my car in my parking spot and passed out for like 30 minutes in the driver's seat. Woke up like, what? Oh shit, I'm in my car. Am I home? Okay, I'm home. Yeah. Took my ass home, texted my friend like, hey girl, I really feel like I got hit by a brick. So, catch you another time. Got home, I was like, let me take a hot shower, because I started feeling, in my head, I'm started feeling like, this is feeling kind of fluish. So I'm like, let me take a hot shower, you know, let me drink some hot tea, you know, let me get some rest. Man, woke up the next morning. I forgot to mention this part too. After the photo shoot, when I was hanging out with my friend, besides my body hurting, my vision just kept getting blurry. And I kept saying like, hey, like my vision's kind of blurry. I just thought that was weird. So I don't know if anybody else experienced that. Anyways though, next morning, wake up, it's Wednesday morning. I'm like, ooh. First of all, I'm pretty sure I had a fever that night that I went to bed because I was sweating in my sleep the whole time. Woke up, hot, sweaty, very intense headache, body hurting. And then now at this point, my eyes are just watering, like tears are just streaming down my eyes, like for no reason. So I'm like, okay, bitch, you need to go to the emergency room. I mean, girl, you need to go to the emergency room. So, call my sister, I'm telling her what's going on, and she's like, ooh, that's not good. But I just felt so terrible, I didn't even feel like I could drive all the way to base, because the emergency room for the Naval Hospital is downtown. So I'm like, man, I can't drive up all the way over there. So, you know, I was just like, I'm probably gonna have to catch an Uber. But I didn't want to catch an Uber because I was like, I had a bad feeling. I was like, I think I got the Rona. Oh, I also forgot to mention too, the Tuesday night that I was feeling like I got hit by a damn fucking spaceship. Right when I was like trying to like drink hot tea and all that stuff, got a text from my roommate, and she's like, "Girl, I feel so sick. I'm in the emergency room." And then that's when I started being like, "Oh Lord, we got the Rona." Yeah. So anyway, so the next day, I was very much like, yeah, I probably have the Rona. So, I ended up taking some medicine because I just could not get myself to like get behind the wheel. I felt so terrible. Luckily, because I suffer from chronic migraines, I took one of my migraine medicines and that knocked out the headache. I took some ibuprofen that knocked out the pain in my body. And then I was able to like muster up the strength to put on some clothes and drive my butt, not to base, not all the way there, but to the emergency room that's like 9 minutes from my house, civilian emergency room. So I get there, I tell them my symptoms, and they're like, well, get your fucking ass to the tent now. Okay, they didn't say that, but they were definitely like, yeah, go to the tent. So I go to the tent, they take my temperature, they do all of that, and they take my cotton swabs, stick them on my nose. Luckily, the COVID test is not as bad as it used to be because I took it once in June, right before I had surgery on my wrist, and it was terrible. They took the little swab and jammed it just all the way inside my brain, and my nose was bleeding for like 10 minutes straight afterwards. If I find that video, I will insert it so y'all can see. So, this time it was just, just swabbed the inside of my nose, and they said it would take 2 to 3 days for me to find out if I had the coronavirus. But they were like, you probably have it, but we'll see. But they're like, you know what, it might just be allergies, because they were like, do you have shortness of breath? I'm like, no. Do you have nausea? I'm like, no, I just have a headache and my body hurts and I'm hot. They were like, oh, it might just be a really bad cold. I'm like, colds don't ever make me feel like I got hit by a fucking planet. But okay, we'll see. Went home. They were like, do the regular cold remedies. So I hit my family up. I'm like, hey guys, I'm feeling pretty sick. I don't know what's going on, but it's probably the Rona. My roommate got her results first that day, in the evening. So she had to let her chain of command know. And then her chain of command contacted my people. My people called me. They're like, hey, I don't know if you're aware, but your roommate has coronavirus. So I'm like, well, I am aware now. And, I let them know, like, hey, I was already sick. I already went to the ER. And I already got a test. I'm waiting on my results. And they were like, well, since she has it, you probably have it too. So they tell me, got to quarantine for the next 14 days. Because they were like, when did you start feeling symptoms? I'm like, Tuesday night. So they're like, okay. Stay at home for the next 14 days. So I'm like, okay. So, got my results the next morning. It was the Rona. But I knew. I was like, yeah, I got the Rona. I knew it. I was like, damn. But I dealt with it. I got like my dad's new girlfriend, who's a nurse. She called me and she was telling me all these different remedies. And she was just like, so one of the things I did, I'm gonna list all the stuff to you. Everything she told me to buy, luckily I already had in my home from last November when I got sick. Because I always get sick every November. So, I think it has to do with the seasonal change. The season's changing. So, she's like, get some eucalyptus oil or whatever, essential oil. And take a bowl, put hot water, like microwave some water till it's boiling hot. Then put like a couple of drops of the eucalyptus and then just inhale the steam from it. So, I was doing that. That helped. I was taking elderberry. She didn't tell me about the elderberry, but I seen other people talk about elderberry and how it's good. It helps your immune system. So I was taking elderberry, inhaling the eucalyptus, taking black seed oil, taking vitamin D pills, emergency for vitamin C, but also for vitamin C, I got a bunch of lemons and limes, and I have a squeezer. So I would just do like fresh squeezed, pure, unadulterated lemon and lime juice and just drink it like a shot. Sometimes I added honey into it. I would also squeeze lemon and lime juice into my tea, my hot tea as well. So yeah, that, and also taking the little Alka-Seltzer cold relief because it has painkiller in it. Because the headaches were just like intense. The headaches were intense. Body aches bad. So all of that stuff was helping keep my fever down. And then it was also just soothing for like my throat in general. So, you know, first few days it was just the body aches, the headache, the trying to keep the temperature down. I remember, I think it was like day 3 of it. I was like, you know, because they tell you don't just like lay down, like get up, walk around your house, whatever. So I was like, let me go take the trash out. That shit kicked my ass. Taking the trash out literally like kicked my butt. Like I took the trash out, I came back, I was like, I felt dizzy, I was out of breath, and I was hot just from taking the trash out. So I'm like, okay. So another symptom that I noticed I had was I was just super tired, like tired all the time, like just constantly just tired. Like I would have my phone and I'm just like scrolling. Okay, I literally fell asleep. Like I was on the bed laying down like on my side and had my phone out. I fell asleep just like this, and literally my roommate walked in my room. I was like, what the hell are you doing, or whatever. And that's what woke me up. I'm like, oh God, where am I? You know. So I was just super tired. It did force me to sleep though, because prior to, I had not been getting a lot of sleep. Or the pros of getting the Rona is I finally got some real rest, because I was just sleeping left and right, okay. Couldn't help it, I was tired. Because your body is fighting off a virus. So all that energy that you're losing from fighting a virus, you just get tired. Day 6, I was already coughing up stuff, but then the coughing really started becoming more like prominent. Like I'm just sounding like an old man that got emphysema. And also, the good thing though is that me and my roommate, we both were sick at the same time. Her boyfriend also got sick too, so we all just been quarantining. So at least I wasn't quarantining alone. But we are so goofy that we just be laughing at like over the dumbest things. So of course we were laughing like, dang, we got the damn Rona. Like who? I guess it finally hit us. We laughing about that. We're laughing about dumb stuff on the internet. But the funniest thing to me is us laughing, but literally sounding like we're about to die every time we laugh. We just sounded terrible. See? Still can't laugh without coughing yet. And the coughing, man. So my abs, all of this right here hurts. So it's sore. It's sore from all the coughing and the laughing, but mostly the coughing. So I'm in like the later days of it now. I have 3 more days of quarantine. Before I can like start, you know, being around people again. So they said, you know, excuse me, I've heard different things. Like somebody was saying that once you don't have a fever anymore, that means the virus stops shedding, and you're no longer contagious. But I remember, you know, the healthcare worker that called me specifically said, after 2 weeks, then for sure you're not contagious. So I've stayed my butt at home for 2 weeks. Except for today, when I went to pick this food up. At the window. The window. Okay? I did not go sit around some folks and go breathe on some folks. I wore my mask. So nobody yell at me, please. I was careful. So, I can taste food. Thank God. Thank the Lord. I can taste food. But I cannot smell a damn thing. I can't smell nothing. I cannot smell anything. Okay? Like, I sprayed perfume on and put my nose right inside my damn palm. Can't smell nothing. I could stick my head inside a dirty trash can right now and I wouldn't smell anything. A whole wave of a lot of people just got the Rona everywhere, like around the beginning of November. And I feel like we could have saw this coming. Like, it's a change of the season. It's getting cold and places are open again, but you know it's flu season. Flu season, it's also Rona season. I was a little shocked that I got it, but I wasn't like too shocked because I'm like, it was gonna happen. It was gonna happen. So again, I'm gonna list what I've been taking just in case it happens to you. Black seed oil, elderberry, a lot of water, hot tea. Squeeze a lemon or a lime in that hot tea, or even an orange. Fresh squeezed lemon and lime juice. Really, really helpful. Mucinex. Oh, and some painkiller. I know I saw a lot of videos that said don't take ibuprofen. Take Tylenol then. I took ibuprofen because that's what I had in my house. Because they did not prescribe me any medicine when I went. In fact, let me show y'all an example of how they treat people with Rona. I'm a nurse. This is a person that has Rona. Walks up to me. Hey. Hey, nurse. I have coronavirus. What did you say? That's exactly how they treat you. They just treat you like you have leprosy mixed with Ebola, mixed with the bubonic plague. And all I can tell you is be safe, wear your mask, wash your hands and sanitize. Bye, y'all. Now I gotta reheat all this food. Alright, y'all, so I'm holding my phone and shooting because I forgot to say one more thing. And my last thing is you have to stay in good spirits if you want to heal faster. That's just my personal thing. I don't know if it necessarily helps or not, but I feel like it just makes the process easier for you if you stay in good spirits and you laugh and you joke and you're happy. It's going to make it go by a lot quickly, you know, versus if you're just like at home like, I'm sick. So, I was just on the couch laughing at my roommate because I told her that this guy just invited me over and I told him I can't go over there because I'm still in quarantine for the next 3 days because of the coronavirus. And so she's all like, wait, no. So I tell him that, and ooh, sorry about my thumb. So I tell him that, you know, and he's like, I don't give a damn about that virus. So here comes my roommate. She's like, okay. She was like, Mister, I want that COVID pussy. So she keeps talking about COVID pussy. You see, I can't even laugh without coughing. Stop looking at me. Don't look at me. Do it again.
COVID pussy.
Okay. I'm out. Stay tuned for other fun clips.